Hello, Pauli Fellowship Selection Committee. My name is Olivia Daniel. Excuse the raspiness of my voice, I'm actually recovering from COVID-19, but to briefly introduce myself, I'm a recent college graduate from North Carolina Central University, Eagle Pride. In May of 2021, I received my bachelor's degree in political science with concentrations in pre-law, political theory, and public policy. Shortly after finishing up my academic career, I finished up my athletic career at the 2021 MEAC Softball Championship. Accepting an athletic scholarship to play softball at North Carolina Central University was one of the best decisions I've ever made because I was able to cultivate a tight-knit network of former teammates, classmates, and professors, all who looked like me, which I never could have imagined having the opportunity to do growing up in a rural, predominantly white community. Being able to graduate from a historically Black university increased my desire to fight for the civil rights and civil liberties of underrepresented minorities. My dream of becoming a United States Congresswoman was born in my university classrooms, but my desire to create change began when researching my family's history in Granville County, North Carolina. In just a moment, you will view a clip from A Singing Stream, A Black Family Chronicle, which is a documentary about my family that was released in 1986. This documentary has been fundamental to understanding my family's rich history and deep roots in the North Carolina tobacco farming industry. You will now hear from my great-grandmother, Bertha Landis, about her experiences with the land grant program offered by the Farm Security Administration.
My soul, for I got up with heaven on my mind. If a black man wanted to buy a home, he couldn't buy it because they wouldn't sell him no home. And as time went on, this Farm Security Administration, that was going on then in other counties and other states. But Granville County didn't know nothing about it. And I was reading the paper one day and I saw it in there. And I told my husband, I said, here's a writing in here that we can buy a home. He said, we can't buy no home, we ain't able. So I read it to him. I said, well, we can go put in our application. I said, let's try. So we went and put in our application, and out of 300, then it coned it down to 20, then it coned it down to 10. And out of that 10 was 4 black and 6 white, and we was one of the black. And the other people around didn't believe it. They didn't believe we could do that, but we did.
You all just heard my great-grandmother speak firsthand about receiving assistance from the Farm Security Administration. In the clip, you'll notice Bertha says that she read an ad in her local paper. Her ability to read was uncommon among Black tenant farmers in the South in the 1940s. In fact, her husband, Coy Landis, could not read, but she insisted to her husband that they needed to turn in an application to the FSA. I find my great-grandmother's position as an exceptional Black woman lacking any societal status or civil rights inspiring, considering what she was able to accomplish. My great-grandmother's decision to submit an application to the FSA created generational wealth within my family during an era when African Americans didn't have many opportunities to gain wealth. After going through the integration process during middle school, my father was the first in our lineage to go to and graduate from a university. My great-grandmother laid the original foundation that each generation was able to build on, and I plan to continue making strides for our family. There is no better reflection of civil rights and civil liberties in my life than being here, standing before you, the great-granddaughter of tenant tobacco farmers who took initiative to create generational wealth. In November of 1987, the North Carolina Folklore Society granted my great-grandmother the Brown Hudson Folklore Award for her contributions to the study of North Carolina folklore. Bertha crawled so that my grandmother Priscilla could walk, and my grandmother walked so that I could run. The next step in my future is to determine which postgraduate avenue is the best fit for me. As I step into my future, I will use the knowledge of my family's history as a motivation to create changes that my great-grandchildren will be in awe of, as I am in awe of my great-grandmother. My dreams and goals are very ambitious, but I, unlike my ancestors, have been afforded the luxury and possibility of opportunity. That possibility of opportunity is what I would like to ensure for all people of color in the United States through a change in governmental policies. I hope that this personal statement video has painted you all a picture of where my dedication to furthering the advancement of civil rights comes from. I appreciate you all's consideration for the ACLU inaugural Pauli Murray Fellowship, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.